Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Caterina or Kat and this is Infinite Wellness Within. In today's pick a card reading, our topic is advice straight from your spirit guides. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone reaches out to you, just know that is not me. Advice straight from your spirit guides. Oh, okay, you have two here, so let's take these two and then this one here for group number 3. So let's see what you have. Group number 1, you have number 2 and bridge, and you also have the Labradorite heart. All right, group number 2, you have number 7 and butterfly. You also have the dragon's blood heart. And group number 3, you have number 0, rose, and you also have the green fluorite. All right, please take your time choosing your card or cards. It is perfectly fine to choose more than one. If you're drawn to more than one, the most important thing is that you listen to your intuition. And in just a moment, I'm going to zoom in so that you can see the cards in your crystals up close. And I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the Labradorite heart, and your card is number 2 and bridge. All right, there is a lot of information that I'm getting from this card, so I'm going to try to sum it up for you. So it definitely looks like you've been on a long journey. I feel like you're very tired. I feel like some of you feel like giving up, but I do see there's a fighting spirit within you to keep going. And Spirit says, if you don't have that, even if you do have that, Spirit is saying, keep going forward, because there's going to be something that happens for you that's going to make this transition or this journey a bit easier for you. So you're very, very close to that. And I am feeling for some of you, you're feeling a little bit down because you feel like it's kind of like you're comparing yourself to other people's journey. And you're saying like, well, these other people are so much further ahead in their journey than I am. So you may feel less than, or you may feel like you're not good enough or things like that. And Spirit is saying, please don't compare yourself to other people's journey, because we're all on our own timelines. And especially with your situation, I feel there's something kind of delicate going on here where it feels like emotions are very delicate. And Spirit says, don't put your focus in what other people are doing or what other people have accomplished. Focus on yourself, keep going, and know that things are going to get better. And if you can see right here, it looks like there's part of the bridge is falling. And then I feel like there's also a couple birds in here, but you can see that part of the bridge falling is even down here as well. At least that's my interpretation of it. So I feel like part of your plan may have kind of crumbled, or there was a pause, there was a delay, there was instability with something, but I feel like something is being repaired, something's being fixed, and that's kind of bridging where you are to where you want to go. So I just saw a green light, like a stoplight going from red to green. So I do feel like you're going to get that green light to go forward soon. So yeah, just keep going. If you are stuck, you're going to be unstuck soon. Spirit is telling me that it's time for you to embark, to start moving forward with something. And this time it's going to be easier for you. So things are going to change soon. I also feel some of you have been working really, really hard behind the scenes with something. And Spirit is saying it's time to bring that out. You've completed this cycle here, and now it's time to journey on to your next cycle. So yeah, a lot of challenges going on, but Spirit is showing me that you're going to get through this. Things are going to change for you. Things are going to be better for you. And Spirit is saying, please don't give up. So let's look at your other cards. All right. Oh, okay. I guess these two. Okay. You have self-love, nature, spirits in number 47. So I feel like this card is very important, especially because what I was just talking about. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare your journey to other people's journey. Some people have it easier than others, right? There's could be something about your timeline that was put on pause for a minute, or maybe things were crumbling. Maybe you had to restructure things for your highest good, right? So whatever it is, Spirit says, go easy on yourself. Know that you're on the right path. You're going to be moving forward soon. So don't, like, I'm hearing someone saying like self-deprecating things to themselves or about your plan or your idea or something like that. And Spirit is saying there's no room for that. So please stop doing that. Spirit is saying, if you are, it's not me saying it, Spirit saying it. And give yourself the empathy that you would give other people in the same situation. So basically be your best friend here. And look at all the flowers here. So whatever you're feeling is not growing right now, something that you may feel something's falling apart, that is going to change, and there is new growth coming in for you. Okay, so we have number 1, prayer and guardian angel. I feel that a prayer is going to be answered. I feel a miracle is coming in. And isn't it interesting that this is number 1? And then over here you have number 2 in the bridge. So I feel like your prayers are being answered. Your spirit guides are looking out for you. Things are coming together. I mean, I feel this is such a beautiful card because I just feel like your heart is going to feel such a sense of relief. Your entire body, I'm seeing it become so much lighter. There's something very scary going on here because I didn't see this before, but I'm seeing it now with the bridge. I mean, personally, if I had to cross this bridge, I would be scared. You know, I don't like heights, and I know a lot of other people don't like heights. And so Spirit is showing me there's some sort of fear going on here. Not just if I was in the situation, but your spirit guides were showing me for me to understand what they were trying to say with the bridge being so high and heights and things like that. So yeah, your spirit guides are saying that there could be something very, very terrifying that you're going through right now, but it's going to be okay. Because I feel here with self-love. So yes, definitely this is self-love, but I feel this is also your spirit guides trying to give you comfort and trying to communicate with you that your prayers are going to be answered. There is some sort of miracle that's coming in. So just keep that in mind. All right, what else would you like to say? I feel like we have this one, and this one caught my attention. It's trying to sneak away. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna look at this one first because it almost got away. The mist, trust your inner compass, be led from within. Is that not interesting that this card was trying to go back into the deck? And I was like, I'm getting that card for you. Okay, so trust your inner compass. See, I feel some of you are doubting your inner compass. I feel some of you are doubting this whole entire situation. And Spirit is saying, look, yeah, it's kind of foggy right now. Things feel unclear, but something's coming in. Look at this light coming in, and it's pretty much in the same location as this bright light that you have right here. So I feel that this here is the bridge to get you to the other side of this difficulty, to get you to the other side of this problem. Into the unknown, underworld depth, courage, facing your fears. Okay, do you see what I'm saying here? How we're talking about fears over here. So you have, okay, there's something trying to come through here. You know, there's something about trusting, because here you have trust your inner compass, and then here you have courage. So I feel, and also look at how high you are in both of these cards. Like I feel here like you're up, I mean, it looks like there's a mountain right here. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. So you're up high. Here you're clearly up high, right? And it feels like maybe you're taking a leap of faith with something, especially with this bridge. I could see someone taking a leap of faith with something, you know, metaphorically speaking, of course. But you have your guardian angel here who's there to catch you, who's there to guide you. So I'm hearing with into the unknown, go forward, even though you're terrified. Put your fears aside and know that things are going to work out with this situation. What else can you tell us for group number 1? These 2 cards are really calling my attention, so let's see what they are. So you have January. Yeah, see, I feel something was on ice. There was a delay or something. Let's see what you have here. Success. Ooh. This is really interesting. Sorry, this card is like, I can't keep it in my hand. Okay, this is really interesting to me because what I'm seeing here is when things thaw out, it's leading you to success, because I'm seeing almost like these are, with the snow and ice here, it's kind of like when this starts to thaw out a little bit, you're starting to see like these ice crystals. You're starting to see things that you didn't see before. There's some sort of manifestation, something coming out of a very difficult time where you're seeing things through a different lens. You're seeing things through, I mean, it's like something just appears out of nowhere. Something, I feel it could be unexpected, especially because you have the mist here and Spirit is saying, trust your inner compass, be led from within. But as you're being led from within, you need to have courage and you need to face your fears about going forward with something. And so, yeah, something's coming to light for you. So January could also have some significance to some of you. Maybe something kind of froze over. Maybe you had a delay that started in January. This is a timeless reading, so you know, it could be that you're going to start something in January. But I'm feeling for a lot of you, it's not necessarily the month. It's more the imagery of these 2 cards combined that I'm feeling here. So just know, Spirit says, just know that if something started to fall apart for you, it's definitely leading you to where you need to be. And ultimately, you will have success here. So let's look at your tarot cards and see what other information we can get. What else can you tell us for group number 1? All right, see, oh, this is amazing. So talk about success. You have the Empress card here. So this is success. This is a new beginning. This is you taking your power back. And isn't this interesting? There's kind of a bridge being formed here between these 2 trees. So there's something about this bridge, about you getting from one place to another, about things coming together for you. Definitely you want to use your intuition, especially with trust your inner compass here. Follow your intuition, follow your dreams, do what feels right to you. If something doesn't feel right, then listen to that. And also I feel the Empress is definitely talking about self-love that we have up here. So make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure that you nurture not just yourself, but your ideas in your dreams. And I'm hearing very, very specifically for some of you, do not let anyone stand in the way of your dreams, of your heart, and of this direction that you're going in life. And also something else that's catching my attention. So here, remember, you have number 1, and then you have number 2 and number 3. So I am seeing progress here, even though you may feel like you're not really seeing that progress yet. I feel something is happening to shift things in your favor. See, you have the Ace of Wands. There is something that's happening that is melting the ice that we're seeing here in January. And that's what's creating this, where you're seeing a different picture. You're able to see clearly, because I'm almost feeling like there was a window here in January and that window froze over with this ice. And that's what was kind of causing this mist here. And it's like, wait a minute, I don't know where I'm going now. Like something caused a lot of confusion for you. But with this Ace of Wands, this is melting that. And then it's bringing you to the Success card, where you're starting to see, I feel like the Success card, you're starting to connect the dots. And for some of you, your spirit guides are saying that you're gonna understand why certain things fell apart in this card, why you had these delays, because There's going to be something that opens up for you that would not have opened up for you had you moved forward exactly when you wanted to. Yeah, you have the Nine of Swords with cruelty. This is definitely the feeling that I was getting, where it's like, why me? What's going on? Why have my plans failed? Feeling a sense of wanting to give up. And I feel some of you are definitely kind of talking down to yourselves in a sense where it's like you feel like you did something wrong or something was done to you. I feel there's a lot of second guessing here, saying, oh, well, if I didn't do this or if I didn't say this, this piece over here wouldn't have fallen apart. But Spirit is saying that's not exactly what's going on here. Could that have been something that caused a delay? Yes, but there was a greater meaning to whatever was going on here. And believe me, I know. I know what it's like to go through that when you're like, why is the universe throwing me this curveball? Sometimes it's divine timing. Sometimes you need to sit and kind of see things clearly. So it could have been that you weren't seeing things completely clearly, or you were just needed to, change your plan slightly. But Spirit is saying have courage to rise up from this so that you can see more clearly like what's going on, because I do feel things are going to make sense for you. You just need to have the courage to stand up and kind of, face life, face your situation, and start to move forward. All right, so here you have defeat and the Five of Swords. So what I'm getting with this card is that you are actually overcoming defeat. I feel like this person on the ground here, this is actually the problem that you're facing. You're receiving the information that you need to move forward, because this person over here is making me think of the Two of Swords. So that's bringing, especially in your situation, that's bringing me to a delay, trying to figure things out, trying to make a decision, trying to make sense of things. And here there's victory over whatever was going on that was causing you to be in that situation. So you're absolutely overcoming cruelty, you're overcoming defeat. See, now you have the Two of Cups with love. So do you see what I'm saying here? How things are back in alignment here. For some of you, because this does say love up here, some of you could be reconciling with a loved one. This could definitely be romantic, especially with the couple embracing down here, but it doesn't have to be. This could be a friendship. This could be family, really anything. For some of you, I feel like you're reconnecting with an animal. So maybe some of you had an animal, a fur baby that got out, got lost, something like that. So definitely know that I feel there's a reuniting here for some of you. This could also be reuniting with yourself, reuniting with this idea that you had that was put on hold, being able to move forward. And what's interesting also, so you have the Two of Cups here, you have two here with bridge. So things are coming together where there was once a lack of connection or a lack of a path forward with two things. That pathway, there's a bridge now, because I feel like you could see what you wanted, but there was like you couldn't just jump from here to here. And so you're like, well, how do I get there? I can see where I want to go, but I don't have the answers. I don't have the means to get there. Well, that is coming in for you. So your spirit guides are saying, just hang tight. This is coming to an end. You're going to love your new beginning, and you're going to love how things come together. Yep, absolutely. This is the Judgment card. There is an answer coming in. There is a way forward. This is the Phoenix rising from the ashes. So exactly what I said, you're overcoming this. This is what's coming in, this Ace of Wands. There's a new path. I feel like there are new opportunities, new options. There could be someone that is coming into your life that's bringing you answers, or that's giving you new possibilities that you didn't see before. So I feel that when this happens here, some of you are going to have some doubts about it. Some of you are going to say, yeah, that sounds great, but I feel like that's too good to be true. what you want to do is listen to your intuition, listen to your spirit guides. Your spirit guides are going to be right here with you, trying to guide you when this happens, because I feel this is your spirit guide up here saying, hey, you can trust this. So you're going to be getting signs and synchronicities quite frequently. I feel like the frequency of these signs and synchronicities increases when this is getting closer to happening, or when it has happened and you're sitting there contemplating, do I move forward? Or, what do I do? So just pay attention to that. Okay, now you have the Lover's card. Yeah, so when this happens here, you're going to have a decision to make about, do I want to move forward with this, or do I not want to move forward with this? What do I want to do? So this is bringing in a new timeline for you. I feel there's a lot of new energies that are coming in. There's a lot of new possibilities coming in. There's a pretty significant transformation. It feels like if you choose to move forward, if you choose to walk across this bridge here, you're entering a time of great fertility. So that can be literal for some of you, but more probably for most of you, metaphorically speaking, a time of fertility where things are going to start happening for you. Things are going to start to get easier for you, and you feel a lot lighter. And I feel there's a couple happy surprises coming in for you. It has something to do with these new opportunities, this new beginning. And there's also new connections that you're making. So this could be new and improved connections with old people, places, things, or situations. This could be new romantic connections. This could be finding a perfect job. This could be finding the answer to make your business successful, right? So whatever it is, you will be presented with options. A lot of you are going to have to take a leap of faith. A lot of you are going to have to face your fears, but Spirit says it's going to be worth it. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands and swiftness. So, okay. Your spirit guides are saying to be prepared because something could be happening very quickly. This could be something that's a bit unexpected. And I'm being drawn back to this card here. It's kind of like you're standing here on the edge. Same thing up here. Remember, I was getting all that fear from this card here. So fear, I feel the fear on this card is a fear of moving forward. It's a fear of making a mistake. It's a fear of taking a leap of faith. So kind of all of those things wrapped into one. And I feel another fear that's going to happen for some of you is how quickly something shows up. And it's like, whoa, I was ready, but I didn't think it was going to happen like tomorrow or this week or, whenever it happens. And so you're like, whoa, slow down a minute. But what your spirit guides are saying is that you are fully prepared for this. You are going to have to face your fears because something takes off very, very quickly. So this could be, I'm going to give you two examples here. And it may be that neither example is exactly what your situation is, but you can just think about it like metaphorically because it is a general reading, right? So one thing, let's say that you got out of a relationship and, you were taking care of yourself, you were putting yourself first. And then all of a sudden you meet someone new and you're like, wait a minute, I'm still working on myself here. And your spirit guides are saying, look, don't just, tell someone to go away. Don't be cruel and don't have someone feel defeated if they ask you on a date or, if they want to get to know you more, because you want to face your fears and understand that this is not the same situation that you were previously in, the situation that didn't work out. And so don't be afraid if someone comes in and sweeps you off your feet. Just go with it, relax a little bit, take a leap of faith, right? And then, let's say that if you have a business and you've been trying to get your business off the ground and you have this fear of, oh my gosh, what if I'm not ready? What if I'm not ready to actually launch this business? And then you finally do, you take that leap of faith, and then all of a sudden it takes off quicker than you thought. what your spirit guides are saying is that you're fully prepared. You will have the ability to deal with one thing at a time, and it won't always be so chaotic. It is going to kind of even out and level out with any situation that you have going on here. So just know that you have the power to move forward with whatever this is here. Yeah, so you have the Four of Cups and luxury. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. You're kind of sitting here doing your thing. First of all, your spirit guides are saying you are very, very protected. Very, very, very protected. So remember I was talking about crossing the bridge here and how there could be a fear of, oh my gosh, well, there's no railing here. What if I fall? Right? But your spirit guides are saying, okay, but what if you fall into success? What if you take this leap of faith? What if you follow your heart and you land exactly where you are supposed to be? A prayer is going to be answered. So you see this cup here falling here, and it's right where the moon is. Your spirit guides are saying, listen to your intuition when this thing falls in your life, because this is going to be that bridge that you need to get from one place to the other. And isn't it interesting that you have the cruelty, the Nine of Swords here, and then your next card is luxury? So your greatest fear about being left in the dark, about being left without what you want, that is not going to happen. You have success in this luxury card, and you're very, very safe moving forward with whatever this is. The King of Wands, yeah, you're going forward. And do you see how over here you have January where it's ice cold? Remember I mentioned the Ace of Wands, and then here you're moving forward. Look at, you have the unicorn here. There's something about whatever this is that's coming into your life that is very, very unique, but it is very unique to you and your situation in a sense that it's exactly what you needed to move forward. It's exactly what you need to find this fulfillment within your heart. And I feel that you're going to realize this pretty quickly. You're going to grab the wand, right, that was here, this Ace of Wands, this thing that appears, and you're going to move forward. And I feel something else that happens is you play an active role in melting the ice from the January card over here. You play an active role in taking one of these swords in the Nine of Swords and stepping into the Five of Swords card. Actually, you take two of the swords here because this person's holding two swords. And you put to rest your fears. You put to rest a blockage that you had. And from that point, you go into this King of Wands where you've solved a problem. You see the answer to your problem, and you're like, all right, get out of my way because I'm moving forward. Nothing's going to stop me now. Okay, so you have works, the Three of Pentacles. Do you see how things are flowing now? How things are working out in your favor, how you're back on track, how this picture that you're forming, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're creating, it's starting to have some significant advancements. And I'm being drawn back to the Empress card. Number 3 could have some sort of significance to you. But also the Empress, this is fertility. This is things happening. This is going from a waiting period into seeing things actually being born, being realized right before your eyes. So something that is very, very dear to your heart is going to work out in your favor. And you have the King of Swords. Yeah, so the King of Swords, this is very interesting that this has come up here because you have the Mist here. Trust your inner compass, be led from within. And that's kind of what was going on with this King of Swords card. You had to move forward even though you maybe didn't have all the answers. So you kind of needed to combine your intuition with your intellect. You needed to take these signs that you were getting from the Judgment card and you needed to move forward. And what's happening here, something is picking up speed. Something that you've been waiting for, it's arriving, and it's, there could be some form of communication that's coming in. But your spirit guides are saying that they're going to help guide you. But I feel for some of you, you're going to receive communication from someone or something, or you could just be opening up yourself to further advice from your spirit guides. But you're overcoming problems here. Things are happening very, very quickly for you. Once that, so the quick movement. Oh, okay. That's why I was seeing number 3. I was seeing, okay, so there's something I feel that's happening in 3 to 4, and I feel that it's kind of like 3 to 4 months. It could be March, April of any year, or those months could have some significance for you. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that before we close out your reading. So just know that you're going to be moving forward, you're overcoming problems, and keep in mind that 3 to 4, because it could be 3 to 4 weeks, 3 to 4 months. But within, and so it's that 3 to 4 is after this happens, after you see that bridge, after you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Then it's like this 3 to 4 where things pick up speed and they really don't slow down. I mean, it's not too fast, but it's like they don't go back to this frozen point over here. So I hope that helped you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 2. You have the Dragon's Blood Heart, and your card is number 7, and Butterfly down here. So there's an interesting thing going on here, because I feel like you want to see movement in your life, but there's a lack of movement. I feel like you're ready to go, but nothing's happening. And so I feel that that's causing a sense of defeat, that's causing a sense of sadness, and it's just a feeling of being stuck. There's like, do you see the darkness around here? So for some of you, you might have had a plan, and then that plan was put on hold, and now you're feeling defeated. You're trying to find the answers, like, why aren't things moving? For others of you, I feel like there's something that's calling your heart, but for one reason or another, you feel stuck. You feel like you're weighed down, and you can't move forward. So what your spirit guides are saying to me is that that's going to shift for you pretty soon. Because I'm also, when I look at this card, I get the energy of the Hermit, which is number 9 in the tarot deck. So that's indicating that you're toward the end of a cycle here. And then with number 7 up here, that's telling me that there's movement coming in for you. You will be able to spread your wings and fly. You won't be stuck and weighed down. And I'm feeling like I'm literally seeing rain preventing you from flying where you want to go. So I'm assuming that that's kind of metaphorically speaking, that something is, there's some sort of chaos or something that has moved into your life that is temporary. And once that shifts out, once this storm shifts out, then you'll be able to move forward. And I feel some of you also are kind of stuck in a job or something like that, where you're like, you don't feel like this is your calling. You don't feel like you belong there, and you're trying to find your purpose. So you may have in the future a change of career coming in. So Spirit is saying to don't give up, keep looking for the answers, because I do feel you're going to receive information or answers or communication that will help guide you and will help shift you from feeling stuck to being unstuck and literally flying to where you want to go. All right, what else can you tell us for group number 2? We're looking at advice from your spirit guides. All right, so you have number 11, decisions and higher self. All right, so first of all, your spirit guides are saying that you need to listen to your intuition. And your spirit guides are saying, listen to us, we're trying to give you signs. So I feel that things are coming together for you. But I feel, what is this? I feel, okay, So I feel some of you feel stuck because you feel like you need to make some sort of sacrifice in order to move forward. Some of you need to let go of something that's holding you back. So this could be a thought process. This could be a person that's holding you back. This could be a sense of loyalty that you have to someone that maybe that loyalty isn't really valid in this situation. That's not coming from me. Okay, this isn't for everybody. I'm just saying, for some of you, it feels like maybe you're putting too much effort into someone and you're not receiving that effort back. And so let's say, for instance, that you want to go and pursue your dreams, but you're in this relationship and this person is saying, but if you do that, you're going to leave me behind. And in your mind, you're saying, well, is that really a bad thing? Because you're not really giving me anything that's kind of worthy of my time, right? And not to sound harsh, I'm just telling you what your spirit guides are saying. And so in your heart, you're saying, look, I deserve more. I want to go pursue my dreams and my passions, but this person is giving me this guilt trip. So spirit is saying, and so that's just an example, but it could be the same thing for like a job. Maybe you want to go pursue your passion, but your boss is like, oh my gosh, if you leave me here, like I can't replace you, you're amazing and I'm never going to find anyone to replace you. And so they give you this big guilt trip. So your spirit guides are saying, listen to yourself and do what is right for you. And if you have to, come up with a list, come up with like a pros and cons list of why you should stay and why you should go. So that's just part of what I'm seeing here. I also see that you're going to be receiving information that will lead you to this point where you can make a decision regarding whatever it is that you have going on. So you will be receiving guidance. You will be receiving a link that will make one option over the other seem more favorable. All right, so you have number 7. Isn't that interesting? Because you have number 7 over here, Adventure Guardian Angel. Ooh, look at how powerful this card is. Do you see how you're breaking the chains here? Wow. So remember, here you're stuck. Here you can't fly for some reason. And then here you're breaking those chains. So exactly, and do you see how these two cards go together? Here, you're looking within, especially with how this can be number 11 or number 2, because now it's making me think of the High Priestess, where you're receiving these answers that you needed so that you're no longer stuck. So once you receive those answers, then you have a decision to make. Do I stay or do I go? Or do I accept this or this offer? Whatever it is in your particular situation. And so then you're able to break free and step into a new beginning. And I am getting such a cool energy when you break these chains and you move forward. It's almost like it's very exhilarating. It's like, oh my gosh, let's go. Let's get this started. There's a lot of excitement. There's a celebration. I feel that you worked very, 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 very hard to achieve something, and that hard work is going to pay off for you. Your spirit guides are also saying, don't let your fears hold you back in taking a leap of faith with something. Okay, what else can you say, please? Okay, and I feel like you have 3 cards. All right, into the unknown, underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. Oh, isn't that interesting? Because I grabbed this deck and then I was like, wait a minute, there's something about facing your fears. That is so funny to me. Okay, I mean, like in an amazing way. So, if your fears are what's holding you back over here, if you're afraid to fly in the rain, so to speak, because I said that earlier about the rain and preventing you from flying, Spirit is saying, break these mental chains, make a decision to go forward. Don't let anything hold you back, because I'm seeing that literally the picture that I'm seeing is when you take this leap of faith, there's like one of those huge cushions. You know how like this, when the stunt people jump off the building and then they fall and there's like that massive like mattress cushion thing down there that breaks their fall, and then they get up and then, you know, they do the scene again or whatever it is. So I'm seeing literally that image in my mind where, first of all, you're going to hit your mark. You're going to have a safe landing, but Spirit is there to just like gently guide you until you realize that you're landing on your feet, so to speak. Oh, and also this was in group number 1, if you're interested, if you had an interest in group number 1. All right, beneath the surface, what's really driving you, true motives, and breaking free. Oh my gosh, this is another card about breaking free. You're breaking free from limitations, whether those limitations are within your environment, people around you, your own thoughts. Some of you are even breaking through into something where you're finally being recognized for what you've been doing. So I feel a pretty important message with that is, first of all, Spirit is saying with this advice, let go of your fears. Don't let your fears hold you back. Spirit is also saying to listen to your heart. Don't be afraid to chase your dreams. Don't be afraid to go through this transition. Don't be afraid to go through this metamorphosis. So don't be afraid to make some very significant changes in your life, because I feel that you're going to find happiness when you do that. Atlantis, keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. Isn't that interesting? As you grow, and here you have the butterfly, and I was just getting this vision of going from the, the caterpillar to the cocoon to emerging as the butterfly. So I do feel that you're going to stay in alignment as you grow. I feel that you have some massive, massive changes that will be taking place in your life. So Spirit is saying, your spirit guides are saying, don't be afraid of those changes. Follow your heart, do what is best for you, face your fears, take that leap of faith, and see what happens. What is the most important thing you can tell us from this deck, please? Can we have one more card, please? One more card, and I feel like it's this one right here. Okay, so you have fan, romance, celebration, and party. You know what I'm seeing with this card is with your fears, I'm seeing you fanning your fears away. Like anytime a fear comes in, I'm seeing you literally like fanning it. I guess we could go like that, like literally fanning it away, like go away. So stepping outside your comfort zone, pushing past those fears, and that's what's going to lead you to this celebration, to this party. And with romance, this could have something to do with connecting with a romantic partner, maybe reconnecting with a romantic partner, or maybe breaking free from a romantic partner. Remember how I mentioned that earlier, that some of you, not all of you, of course, so if it doesn't resonate, then this is definitely not meant for you, because you will know if it is you, because I'm seeing that you know that this person is not necessarily to your highest good. So if someone's holding you back, that could be why I was seeing you kind of fanning them away, because this is about you and your highest good. And you have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Isn't that interesting? Because remember here with this card, I was seeing you taking a leap of faith, jumping, and then you had that that safety mattress thing. I don't know what those things are called when they're making movies and stuff, but so there's safety in you taking a leap of faith. And also I'm picking up that you will have an ally. So this could be someone that's currently in your life, or someone that will be coming into your life. This could be your spirit guide saying, hey, I am there to guide you, because now I'm seeing like a guide dog. So this could absolutely be your spirit guide saying, you know what, we've got this. I'm here for you, and we're going to get through this together. Okay. Let's set those right there. You can still see them. The Fool card, is this not what I've been talking about? Taking a leap of faith. Oh my gosh. And this is amazing because in the traditional tarot deck with the Fool card, there's usually a dog here as you're about to take a leap of faith. Isn't that fascinating? I don't, maybe not to you, but to me, this is fascinating because here the dog's missing, but you have the dog right here. So I feel that's very, very significant because you may feel like you're going to do something alone. You may feel like this journey is something that you need to do for yourself by yourself. But Spirit is saying, yeah, that may be true, but you're not alone. You're not alone. And you're breaking free here. Whatever was holding you back here and holding you back here, you have the answers, you're breaking free. There's definitely movement coming in for you. Let's see what else you have. Okay, so you have the King of Pentacles. I feel what Spirit is saying here, what your spirit guides are saying. So your spirit guides are encouraging you to move forward because taking this leap of faith is leading you to the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles could be a person. This could be like a new job opportunity that's going to be very, very stable. This could be you actualizing the vision that you have here. So this could be you, showing you a year from now, a year from when you take this leap of faith, where you're stepping into this role of leadership, accomplishment, where your vision has really come to life right in front of your eyes. And Spirit is also saying, don't be afraid of something that's long term. So let's say this is going to take years and years and years for you to accomplish this goal. Spirit is saying, don't let that hold you back because you're going to have a lot of little celebrations along the way. Spirit is saying, follow your inner compass, follow this guidance that you're receiving. Keep the big vision because this is a big vision here. So just know that you will get here. The Ace of Wands. Ooh, yeah. So it does say travel here. And with the butterfly, I'm getting travel. Did it say travel anywhere? I don't think it did. But for some reason, the travel is like really very, very prominent for me. So some of you, maybe you're thinking about moving somewhere new or accepting a job that will involve travel for you on some level or another. Maybe some of you are going to move for your new career or for a new job or something like that. Don't be afraid to shed your old skin because you have amazing new beginnings coming in for you. There's a lot of breaking free from something that was holding you back here. And I feel that as you go forward into this new beginning, there are a lot of uncertainties for one reason or another. You see the darkness on this card, you see the darkness on the Fool card, the darkness on the Ace of Wands, which indicates a new beginning. Into the unknown, it's dark, right? That's why you need to listen to your spirit guides, is what they're telling me. Listen to your heart. So here we have the Knight of Wands. And I mean, literally, this is, it literally says intuition all over this card up here. So, and then look at the eye right here. So yeah, there's going to be something that makes, okay, well, how do I say this? Okay, something is going to feel right, because I was going to say something's going to make sense to you, but that's not necessarily true for everyone. Something may not make sense, but it feels right. And you're like sitting here with this butterfly card looking for answers, and then something pops up and you're like, oh, okay, so let me look into that. And it doesn't necessarily make sense at first, but there's something about it, like your intuition is drawing you toward this person, place, thing, or situation. And by listening to your intuition, what you're going to run into is a way to break these chains. So I feel at that point, that's really when this decision comes up where it's like, okay, because the answer may not be the most obvious answer, looking at it on paper, so to speak. But if you look at it with your intuition and with your heart, you're going to say, okay, it's going to be like the Fool card moment where you're like, all right, I don't know if this makes sense, but I'm being pulled in this direction, so I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to do that. And then what's going to happen is you're going to end up exactly where you're supposed to be. Yep, here's your decision again. The Two of Swords here. So this is basically what I just said. Okay, so is there anything else that we need to know from this card? Well, also a standstill is coming to an end. You are going to make the right decision. Your spirit guides are going to help you. Like, your spirit guides are very, very adamant that you understand that you are not alone, that your spirit guides are not going to let you fall. They're going to do their best to give you flashing light signs so that you know what is the right path forward for you. You just have to keep in mind that it may not make sense when you first see it. So a piece of advice your spirit guides are saying, if something doesn't make sense, if it's not exactly what you are looking for, don't just shoo it away with the fan, right? You only want to shoo away the certain energies that aren't to your highest good. Other things, you want to look beyond the fan and see, what is this? What's going on here, right? Because certain things are going to bring you that celebration, but I wish I could give you more information. All I'm getting is that something is on the surface. Some of you could be just kind of walk past it because it doesn't look like what you're expecting. But if it catches your eye and you're like, that's not what I want, but Spirit is saying slow down and look at it. Okay, so let's move on. The Judgment card. See, oh my gosh, this is literally kind of like what I was just seeing. And also you see the butterfly wings here. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, it's really interesting that I was getting that image as I was holding this card, because, and also earlier I said that there's going to be like blaring signs about something. And that's exactly what this is with the Judgment card. This is your spirit guides trying to get your attention as you're contemplating something, as you're trying to make a decision about your path forward. So once again, you're not alone. Anything else that we need to know about this Judgment card? I heard soon. And I'm seeing 3 to 6. So that could be 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 months. I feel 3 to 6 years is a bit too far out, unless we're talking about 3 to 6 years before you see like this whole entire plan actualized. But that doesn't mean it's going to take 3 to 6 years before anything happens. It's just some of you have a very, very long-term plan going on here. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands. So I feel that you're breaking through boundaries. You're finding those answers because you're very, very close to getting to where you want to be. But there's something that hasn't come to light yet, something that hasn't arrived yet. So your spirit guides are saying don't give up, because you're going to have your freedom soon. You're going to have a way forward soon. And I'm hearing unexpected ways, unexpected things are happening, unexpected shifts are going on behind the scenes for you. Look at that. You have the Sun card. That's amazing. Isn't this amazing? Because here, with the Nine of Wands, this is, you know, feeling like you're getting tired, feeling like you're very worried that you're going to have to give up on something. You can see on this person's face, there's a great sense of worry, a sense of watching for something and waiting for something to appear, but it hasn't arrived yet. And then you have the Sun card, the very next card. So this is showing that if you stick with it, if you don't give up, something appears to kind of light your path forward. Answers appear. And also, this is great success. This is amazing success that shows up after you take a leap of faith. All right. So you have the Five of Wands. So with this Five of Wands, I feel like there's a breakthrough with communication. There's a breakthrough with answers. Things start to come together. You see things differently than you did before. You're seeing the potential in something. you're getting rid of something that was holding you back, something that was causing confusion in your mind, in your thoughts, and you're seeing the potential of this Ace of Wands card here. The Moon card. Do you see how you're not alone here? Again, you have the dog here or the wolf. Very interesting. And this is below the Knight of Wands. So when you start moving forward with this journey, whatever you have going on here, the entire path forward is not going to be clear to you. This is going to require you to take a huge leap of faith. And your spirit guides are saying that's not going to be easy for most of you. So you do need courage moving forward. There may be little things along the way. I'm seeing that along the way, you do need to be a little careful because there are going to be some things, some challenges, that's what we'll call it, that come up. But these are just challenges to kind of keep you on your toes. These aren't challenges that are there to defeat you. But I feel like you could, along the way, you could have these little decisions to make along the way. But those decisions, what your spirit guides are telling me, are to help increase your intuition. Because your spirit guides are saying, so a bit of advice again, is anytime that happens, sit with your, sit by yourself and just let the information come to you, let the feelings come to you. And that's how you should make decisions about things coming forward on your path. Because I'm seeing that some of you might have an opportunity to, or may have things come up where you could repeat things from the past, things that you don't want to repeat, things that could put you in a state of delay. But Spirit is saying that as long as you slow down when these things happen and you kind of evaluate things and you say, you know what, I'm listening to my intuition here, I'm listening to my spirit guides, and this person, place, thing, or situation reminds me of when I was stuck over here. And then you're saying, no, you know what, I'm good, I'm going to pass on that, I'm going to wait for the next opportunity, or whatever it may be in your case. That is what's going to keep you on track. Remember here, stay in alignment as you grow. So there's a lot of growth that's going on here, and you're absolutely getting to where you want to go. But your spirit guides are saying, don't let anything get you off track. Don't let anything distract you from where you want to go. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't go out and have fun. You can't, have a romantic partner in your life, or you can't do other things, right? You don't have to be, just this one thing and that's all you can focus on. Spirit is saying you will know, because you're going to get that feeling of like, oh, I feel like I'm like these chains are starting to come back. So just don't let that happen and you're going to be just fine. But that's part of your growth process. That's part of what this Atlantis card is talking about. So you have the 10 of Pentacles. You have, okay, there's a long-term goal here for some of you, and for others of you, you don't know that yet. But so for some of you, it's not necessarily a long-term goal. It's just this new path that you're going on has incredible long-term stability. And so you will realize that once you step into this, like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that this is something that I was going to keep with me for the rest of my life. So for instance, maybe some of you are deciding to focus more on yourself. You're breaking chains with something that was holding you back. You're putting more focus into a hobby, and then you slowly turn that hobby into a money-making operation. And then all of a sudden, there's so much going on with that where you're quite successful. And then you expand even more and even more and even more. And then before you know it, this is like your new career. This is something that's bringing in a lot of money, something that's bringing you a lot of stability, things like that. So definitely, you have the Fool card that's leading to the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of stability with this vision that you have that's coming in. And then we end with the Nine of Pentacles. This is amazing because, first of all, remember how I said, for some of you, this is something that you're doing on your own. It's like something that no one else can do for you. You have to accomplish this. So there's a couple things going on here. Part of it are those lessons that I mentioned here, where you just need to listen to your intuition and don't let anything veer you off course, and you're going to be fine. And so when that happens, you're really up leveling. And when you up level like that, you're attracting new experiences, new people, places, things, and situations into your life that are matching that new energy. So then things just naturally flow much easier for you. And everything just kind of comes into alignment much, much easier for you. You're accomplishing a major, major dream here. You're accomplishing something that took a tremendous amount of energy. I mean, whatever this new beginning is with adventure, the Fool, you're going to be very, very, very successful. The celebration and party over here, you're going to have many of those on this journey. So that is what I am seeing for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the green fluorite, and your card is 0 and the rose. Okay, so immediately the first thing that comes to my mind with number 0 is the Fool card in the tarot deck. But I don't feel like that's the entire picture going on here. So if you don't know what the Fool means in the tarot deck, this is someone getting ready to take a leap of faith with something. But I feel like you're sort of there. Okay, you're getting to that point. Because I feel that you're at a crossroads. I feel that you're figuring things out. I feel that you're taking in all this information, you're contemplating things. I do feel like there is a death and rebirth situation going on here. This could be being inspired by something, being divinely guided on a new path. Whatever it is, I feel that you're almost ready to fly. You're contemplating flying. And I also feel like with the flowers here, the roses, I feel like something is coming up to the surface. So something's coming up into your subconscious. So a lot of you might be feeling like the situation that you're in is not sustainable, or that it doesn't feel the way that it used to. And so you're kind of thinking like, you know, what does this mean? I'm at a crossroads. Should I be moving forward? Should I change direction altogether? And so slowly but surely these thoughts are coming up, but I definitely feel like there's this subconscious pull to make some changes in your life. And I feel like there are bigger and better things that are coming into your life. I'm also hearing the word migration. So some of you might be moving somewhere or migrating into just kind of like a different path, a different location, whether that is your home, work, or maybe a friend group, something like that. But I feel like something's about to unfold in your life. And one thing that your spirit guides are advising is that you listen to your intuition, you listen to that pull in a different direction, because that's really going to take you to exactly where you need to be. I keep hearing the word divine. So I'm hearing divine guidance, divine timing, divine switch in plans, or a divine change in career, divine change in residence. Even a divine job change or promotion, or divine meetings with other people where you meet people who are quite significant on your path. So let's look at your other cards. All right, what else would you like to say? Oh, thank you. And then I feel it's this one here. So let's see what you have. This one kind of fell out. So you have number 50, connection and runner guides. So I definitely feel like this is showing what I was saying, where you're really starting to connect with like your true self, your higher powers. You're connecting with like, what do these feelings mean? Because remember when I was saying it feels like you're trying to figure things out. You're taking it all in. You're pausing for a minute to contemplate things. You're contemplating like your next step, where you're going from here. And so I feel that the more that you can sit silent before taking action, the more that your spirit guides are going to be able to communicate with you and help guide you forward. But absolutely, look at the flowers growing here. And then you have, obviously, this is the rose card. So something is about to bloom in your life. Something's about to blossom. Something's about to grow. I feel right now the seeds are kind of being planted in your mind, in your life, in your path forward. So kind of like the seeds of direction are being planted right now in your life, in your mind. Okay. So then, oh my goodness. Okay. So here you have 46, overthinking and nature spirits. Okay. So your spirit guides are advising that as you're contemplating this path forward, don't overthink it, because you can overcomplicate things. And isn't it interesting that once again, you have a flower here? So what spirit is saying is to let these thoughts rise, let them come to the surface, because remember with the rose card, I was feeling something is coming up to the surface. So if you're getting these signs and these synchronicities and you're like, oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. What does this mean? What is the universe trying to tell me? Don't overthink it. Kind of just let these images come through. I'm seeing some of you are going to get images. So this could be signaling that you'll be receiving some very important dreams, or you may be seeing like the same symbol or the same number or something like that that's repeating over and over and over again. And so instead of kind of, getting frustrated, like, I don't know what this means, try to do some meditation or, take a salt bath or something like that, and allow this information to come to you, because you're absolutely being led in the right direction. So, and also don't try to fight it, right? Because you have this new beginning that's going to be coming into your life. So don't overthink that new beginning either. When you're going to take a leap of faith, remember I said that this first card was making me think of the Fool card. The Fool doesn't overthink things. The Fool just does things. The Fool follows their heart and kind of dives right in and will, figure out the rest of the details as they go. And I'm not saying you have to dive into something. Your spirit guides aren't saying that either. They're not saying, to dive into something and not have any plan at all, but they're saying don't be afraid to go after your dreams. Don't be afraid to pursue this feeling that you have. All right, here, and it looks like you have 3 cards, so let's take them because they were all kind of stuck together. So you have immerse yourself, training, learning new hobbies and passions. Do you see what I'm saying? All of this really connects to the Fool card as well. So this is what your spirit guides are saying. Don't overthink things. Don't overthink a new path showing up in your life. Don't, keep going back and forth, back and forth. What am I supposed to do? Why is this happening? And should I go forward? Should I this? Should I that? What if I fail? What if this doesn't happen? Just calm your mind, because I feel not all of you, but some of you are doing that. And your spirit guides are saying, look, just immerse yourself into this as much as you can. I'm hearing very clearly your spirit guides are saying you don't have to actually take a leap of faith with this card, with immerse yourself. What your spirit guides are saying is, let's say that you're thinking about changing careers. So immerse yourself into that new energy. What does it look like? Do as much research as possible without overthinking, right? Just immerse yourself and see, what would this be like? Who do are there connections you can make? Can you volunteer in that world and maybe see if you still like it? Can you network with people? What can you do? Are there classes you could take or something you can watch on the internet? Go after your passions, go after, especially with this card, especially if you have a hobby or a skill or a talent and you're thinking about turning that into a career. Spirit says, your spirit guides say, listen to that and immerse yourself in that. And this doesn't mean that you have to quit your day job, like if this is regarding work. you can stay where you are and still immerse yourself in this other thing at the same time before you take a leap of faith. Because the most important thing here, your spirit guides are saying, is that you don't feel overwhelmed. Because remember, here you have the Fool card, but this bird is not moving yet. This bird is still in the contemplation phase. Do you have changes coming up? Absolutely, for sure, beyond a doubt. So it's like you want to stay here for a period of time, but not too long, right? So there's this fine balance going on here, but you also have that divine timing, and overthinking things could cause murky waters with divine timing and divine meetings and things like that. So you also have the ripple effect, part of something bigger, details are taken care of. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing, because what I am hearing from your spirit guides is that if you take a leap of faith, if you stop overthinking, if you stay connected to your spirit guides, to your higher powers, to source, whatever this is for you, whatever this means to you, you will be divinely guided. Because, with ripple effect, I'm telling you, this is so strong, so strong in your group. You're being called to something or towards someone or something, right? And so is this thing over here. There's like this magnet that's connecting you to someone, a place, a thing, a new job, a situation, whatever it is. And so when you start taking these steps, even if you're just thinking about things in your mind, on the other side over here, the same thing's going to be happening over here. So let's say that you want to get a new job, right? And so you're like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling like I want a new job. So what is Spirit saying? Immerse yourself in it. Okay, you want a new job. What does that look like? Do you want to do the same thing? Do you want to do something different? Do you want to work in the same city, in the same location? All of these things. So then you start that, and then you really have this interest in this particular company. Okay, well, keep looking into the company, keep doing research. Are they looking for anyone new right now? And then as you're doing that, if that's the place that you're supposed to be, on the other side, that same thing is going to be happening over here, where someone is thinking about leaving their position, which would then open up the avenue for you to apply there, and so on and so forth. So that's what we're talking about with the ripple effect here, where the details are taken care of. Don't overthink. All right. Metamorphosis, embrace transformation, things are now different. So some of you may have tried something in the past and it didn't quite work out for you. That could be why some of you are overthinking things, because you're like, well, this didn't work out before. What if it doesn't work out now? What if I take a chance? What if I'm stuck? What if all these what ifs. And your spirit guides are saying, look, things are different now. Embrace the fact that you're feeling a pull to start something new, to go in a new direction. Embrace that, because so see how things are different now. Do you see how that connects to the divine timing, the divine people coming in at the right place in the right time? So yeah, there was something, some of you may have tried to do something before and you're blocked, or there was a delay, or something weird happened where you were kind of left hanging and couldn't pursue it. It just wasn't the right time. It wasn't with the right people. There was something that wasn't quite right, but it's right now. All right, what else can you tell us? Thank you. Can we have one more card, please? I feel like it's this green one here. This is really calling my attention. Okay, so you have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Isn't this what I've been saying? So you can take this literally, or I'm feeling like that this is more or it could be metaphorically what I was saying, how there's the divine. In general, the divine is at play in your situation, but you could be meeting someone who's going to offer you a job, someone who's going to offer you help in some way. Maybe you're going to help someone else, and then that kind of triggers this ripple effect where then someone else down the line helps you. Something is shifting in your life. I feel something also, what this is meaning is that something that was once out of reach is getting closer to you. I'm feeling some of you are going to be signing a contract, or there's going to be some sort of verbal agreement regarding something. But yeah, yeah, something's something's going to be changing for you. And this card is success. I think this was in group number 1. That's amazing. So look at these two cards together. A meeting with a stranger could be important because it's leading to success. Wow. Okay. So you're going to be successful with something. Let's get some more information. I feel for some of you, this handshake, I'm seeing that this is kind of you making an agreement with yourself to stop overthinking and to immerse yourself in something new and to take a leap of faith with this death and rebirth. I mean, it's interesting you have metamorphosis here because I'm pretty sure over here I was talking about death and rebirth, like a new cycle. So yeah, some of you, this handshake could literally just mean that you're making an agreement with yourself to accept these changes, go through these changes, and embrace these new beginnings. Okay, let's see what else your spirit guides have to say. The Three of Swords. Oh, okay. Some of you had a connection that came to an end, and this is kind of your rise, like the phoenix rising. Some of you, if you had something that came to an end, like a relationship or a job or something like that, I see that it was very, very painful. It was possibly unexpected for some of you. Others of you, there was a storm brewing for quite some time. But what I'm seeing is that there was a deeper meaning to this, and you will understand why this happened. Do you see how here with overthinking, it's like the universe with the hand here is kind of planting the seeds, which is like leading to this flower blooming here. Very similar to what we have going on here, because this flower here is actually touching the crown chakra. And it looks like this flower here is kind of wilting. So do you see how a death over here is leading to a rebirth over here? So let's get some more information. I feel like your spirit guides are wanting you to get a different perspective on an ending and not overthink why that thing came to an end, which I know that it can be the most difficult thing to do, but that's what I'm seeing your spirit guides are saying. Okay. So here you have the Devil card. And it's interesting to me that this Devil card is below the overthinking card and also the connection, because I feel like there could have been an unhealthy attachment to something that came to an end. And your spirit guides are saying, don't overthink this, because whatever this was, it was blocking your success. What else? There was something that just went like right through my brain and right out. It's not coming back right now. So let's move forward and see what it was. Oh, it's like on the tip of my tongue too. Well, one thing, this isn't what it was, but hopefully it'll come back. But what I am seeing here is you're going from an unhealthy attachment with someone or something into more reciprocal relationships. So here there's a handshake. So here there's an agreement, and it feels like there's a lot of freedom with this agreement. But with this over here, it's unhealthy. There's something, and I'm picking up very, very clearly that for some of you, this is connected to work or making money somehow in a way that's like very unhealthy, or maybe you have an unhealthy attachment to your boss or something like that. Or maybe your living situation is an unhealthy situation. So let's see what else we have here. So we have the Justice card. So I feel that you're cutting ties with something. Why do I feel like I am getting deja vu about a contract? But maybe that was in one of the other groups, because I feel like you're finally getting the courage to break free from something. And this is allowing you the ability to create more balance in your life. Like I feel that you're literally breaking free of this attachment, whether this attachment is to a physical person or to you overthinking things. I feel like you're getting clarity so that you stop overthinking, so that you break down this attachment and you can then move forward kind of on your own, or without this heavy baggage, whatever this is here. Okay, and then, yeah, see, now you have the Judgment card. So there's something going on here where you're seeing the error of your ways. Your spirit guides are saying that you are getting very, very, very clear signs. Like these signs cannot be any clearer regarding your situation. And you should listen to those signs. Don't overthink what's going on. Just go with the flow a little bit, right? Stop overthinking. Whatever this is here with the Judgment card, go with it. So if you're getting signs of the devil in your situation, Spirit is saying, that's there for a reason. That's there to show you that you should cut ties with something if you feel an unhealthy attachment or you feel that something has unhealthy control over your life. So you don't need to overthink letting go of that particular thing. Also, if you're thinking about making major changes in your life or any kind of changes in your life, and you start seeing signs and you're like, oh my gosh, what do these signs mean? Well, these signs are telling you don't overthink it. Don't stay attached to your past. Start something new. Make a commitment to yourself to immerse yourself in whatever is calling you. All right, so we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so something painful, something that was, I feel, holding you back in a lot of different ways. There's something psychological going on here, whether it's someone doing like a psychological operation on your mind, so mind games, or you playing mind games, you know, over and over in your own mind. That's coming to an end here because you're seeing something here. You're seeing something that's breaking up the cloudiness in your thoughts and in your brain. And so what's happening after this is there's freedom, right? Because I really feel the Ten of Swords is a breakthrough from these cards over here, from the Three of Swords and the Devil card. So you have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so do you see how things are coming together here? How you're learning something new. And also this could be those divine connections. This could be that handshake, right? So you have handshake here. There's some sort of agreement. The Justice card, some sort of contract here. It's like you could be getting hired for a skill or a talent that you have. You could be joining a group, so you could be joining a company. You could be making great progress with an idea that you have that is all your own. People are taking notice of you, who you are, what you're doing. You're attracting the right people at the right time. So your spirit guides are advising you to not shy away from conversations. Don't shy away from networking. There's something going on here where these energies are working together. So do you see how you have three people here? They all have free will. They're all here by their own choices, right? They all want to be here. Look at the three figures you have over here. This is your past situation. And Spirit is saying, look, it's coming to an end. This will not follow you into your future as long as you kind of cut those ties and especially emotionally and mentally separate the past from the future. Because remember here, things are now different. That's why I'm pointing out to you the difference between the Devil and the Three of Pentacles. So you have the Two of Wands. Yeah, so you definitely have a decision to make. And this is exactly what I was saying. This is kind of another visual of what I was seeing here with the Rose card. A massive change is upon you, but you're not quite taking that leap of faith. So similar thing. You're standing here, you're at the crossroads, you're looking at your options, you're contemplating things, you're figuring out what is the best option for you. Some of you, travel is absolutely in your future. Some of you are just going to kind of pick up and move somewhere. And some of you are going to quit your job kind of rather abruptly. Or maybe some of you may have lost your job, but I feel for a lot of you, this was kind of you taking your power back and making a choice to walk away from something, but it could be the other way too. So here you have the Hermit card. So this is what I was talking about over here with the Rose card. You're very close to starting a new cycle, but you're not quite there yet, but it is also not far off. So I feel that this is you contemplating the Devil card here. So you really noticing that something doesn't feel right, noticing that something has control over you. Something that is holding you back. It's not allowing you to reach your fullest potential. And you're contemplating everything here. You're contemplating your past, your present, your future, where you want to go from here, the things you want to see happening. And so, especially because you have number 9 here, you have number 10 here, and then you have 0 here, which makes me think of the Fool card. You're right on the edge of a breakthrough, especially with the Judgment card here, of a new situation in your life. And I feel like it's going to be a breath of fresh air. So your spirit guides are saying, look, just try to go with the flow. Try not to stay too focused in the past or too focused in the future. Try to stay present and just know that success is yours going forward. So the 8 of Swords, so you definitely have this energy of feeling stuck, feeling like you can't move forward. And also I'm getting the 8 of Cups energy here as well. So it feels like a situation that was once, I just heard profitable. I was going to say something else, but I heard profitable is no longer profitable. So that can be literally where you were once making a lot of money doing something or in some sort of agreement or situation with someone else, and all that has dried up. So it's no longer profitable. So that can be literal, or it can be more metaphorical, where you went from feeling so much joy and excitement and love and mutual energy exchange, or like a reciprocity in some sort of situation, and now you feel like you're left in the cold and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? But you still have this attachment to something. So I feel for some of you there's a sense of confusion here, like, I want to go, I want to move on to greener pastures, but at the same time I want to stay. And I feel some of you are like, well, this doesn't make any sense. What is going on? And so it's like, you don't want to stay, but you don't want to go, but you don't want to be where you are. And that's where it comes in here. Don't overthink things. Just, try to calm your energy and allow these thoughts to come to you, because I'm seeing that the answer is literally like right there. It's literally like on the tip of your tongue, or you've already seen the answer, but you haven't put 2 and 2 together. Especially how you have the Sword here and the Justice card, then you obviously have the 8 swords on the 8 of Swords here. So you're not stuck. Your spirit guides really want you to know that you're not stuck, that you're going to figure this out and you will be moving forward. And I'm seeing like sun. I'm seeing going from here with the 10 of Swords to the sun coming out, especially with the 3 of Swords over here. Yeah, so you have the Hangman. Oh, maybe this is why I was seeing the sun, because you have the sense of enlightenment. So there's a major transformation that's coming in for you. I mean, you have that multiple times. I said it with the Rose card. You have the Metamorphosis card here. And then you have the Hangman here. So this is another indication, another sign, confirmation that you're trying to figure things out. Your spirit guides are saying, look, we're sending you information. You just need to put 2 and 2 together. Things are going to make sense, especially because the Hangman is below the Judgment card. So these 2 cards in your particular reading make so much sense to me, because from the very beginning, I've been saying you've been trying to figure something out. And then with the Judgment card, you're getting a clear sign. You're getting clear information that, oh, okay, it's time to end something. Whatever this is over here, it's time to cut the cord with that and move on to the future, where things are very much more in flow for you. Like I said, the reciprocity here. So this is very, very powerful. Very, very, very powerful. You're learning something very significant about your path forward here. And I feel like it's not that far off. I feel for a lot of you, if you look at your life, 1 year from now. So a year from now, whenever you're watching this, this is a timeless reading. If you come back to this reading, I bet a year from now you would say, oh my gosh, I can't believe how far I've traveled, how much I've changed, how much growth I've gone through. So you have the King of Wands. This is another card showing that you have major transformation coming up for you. This is also showing that you have developed a path. You have the answers. You're implementing those answers. You're moving forward. And I feel like this is kind of what I said just a second ago. A year from now, right? You're going to be looking back. So you're going to be looking at how a year ago you were the hangman. You were stuck here. You didn't have the answers. You were contemplating your life. You had something very dramatic going on here. Something quite painful was going on. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, look at the ripple effect over the last year. And you're going to really be kind of in awe of the level of success that you reach and how you've overcome something pretty significant. All right. Oh my gosh. Are we really ending your reading with the Fool card? And we started with the Fool card. So this is confirmation that you are leaving something behind. Can you see how happy this person is? That the feeling of feeling just so much lighter, a burden is lifted. You feel carefree. Oh, and remember I saw the sun. Look at your sun here. It was going from the Eight of Swords into the Hangman when I saw like the sun shining down on you, basically the universe offering so many blessings to you regarding this new beginning. And that's exactly what you have going on here. And I feel like the dog is would be your spirit guides or guide. Definitely kind of gently pushing you toward where you need to go, communicating with you, cheering you on for sure. Absolutely for sure. And here you are ready to take that leap of faith. Oh my gosh, the journey that you have gone through in this reading. Remember with the Rose card, I told you I'm getting the Fool energy, but you're not ready to take that leap of faith yet. Well, look at where you are now. You're taking that leap of faith. So that is pretty amazing. So yeah, I hope that this advice from your spirit guides helped you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.